Good morning. This is me, Ro, again. After some time, having gone through a lot of stuff in the past couple of months and couple of weeks, and learning a lot of stuff, over these period of times, I I actually wanted to share, important elements with you people. For example, with some of you that are actually in the same phase of being targeted. Okay, well, what you really need to do, the first thing, is to understand. Okay, understand that this targeting is psychological war. Okay, it's a psychological war which is planned with the tactical use of propagandas, threats, and other non-combat techniques. For example, threats of killing you, hurting you, or your siblings, or your friends, for example, and using different methods of intimidation, destroying your stuff. For example, the house break-ins that happen, contaminating your stuff. Using a lot of confusion stuff, for example, to make you confused, to make you, for example, totally lost, to make you very much paranoid, let's say it, antagonized, for example, to make you a person that's actually getting mad very quickly and overreacting, and to cause you do something, for example, commit something that's actually not very appropriate, okay? They are doing this in order to overcome you completely from the psychological aspect. For example, they want your brain, okay? No matter what you do, they're going to just use different means. For example, they did with me. They will kill people, they will harass you, they will sabotage your work, they will sabotage your career, they will sabotage your academic life, they will have influences, around you in your surroundings. There will be like a lot of lies being told, to people in your surroundings in order to get them against you. They will use the planned psychological warfare campaign against you, okay? So what is this, for example? This is the vehicle stalking, the airplane stalking, the people stalking, the neighbors stalking, because, everybody's given a false information about you so that they participate in harassing you. And upon that, they are receiving money from those control freaks that are actually, evils, that we know they are just disturbed peoples. They are fear mongers. They want to control. They don't have any financial problems. For example, there are people saying, oh, they're making money. They don't have a financial problem because they own the countries. They own the banks. The only thing that matters to them is control over these people who are actually have the sense of critics, the sense of, for example, activism in themselves. For example, the people are actually good. And in this period of time, I know people commit a lot of mistakes. For example, they get involved in a fight. They get involved into arguments, which is not good. Something that really happens that slips the person, into that position that they actually want to, gain their shot, on that specific point, like hit the nail on the head right at that time. And eventually the person's getting, dragged to the court, or maybe falsified documents with the police. The police actually, that's actually their fuck buddies. they have, their connections in order to surround you, to harass you, provoke you, get a reaction out of you, and then upon that, lock you up. Deprive you from all aspects of your life that you have. I've been going through this for 4 years, okay? It's been 4 years that's been happening to me. And in the beginnings, it was very frustrating, upsetting, like, why is this happening? I just really ask myself, why is this happening? Why is this certain person doing this to me? And what is, the outcome of, the reaction if I have. And may I just really talk to this person about the specific things, problems that he might be having or she might be having, and could there be, like any kind of solutions, upon that. But then you have your hunches like, oh yeah, because you had experience, they're going to deny, they're going to do the denial, they're going to laugh at you, and they're going to make fun of you. And this actually doubles the pressure on you. For example, you're going to get under a lot of pressure. You're going to just overreact. I know it's hard. I know it's so hard because I've been through that. And there might be a reaction out of you in that certain point, okay? A reaction that could just really jeopardize your status, your social status, your academic status, your work status, okay? I mean, from all certain points, as they have their projection to destroy you from all these life elements that you're really surrounded with. And, and that's just like what you really have to understand. And the next one is a war of the mind, okay? They want to capture the heart of your mind. It typically employs a propaganda to influence values, beliefs, emotions, reasonings, motives, or behaviors of the target. The target is, like, surrounded by these kind of people that will actually make you feel worthless, okay, that will actually make you feel weak, upon the gaslightings that they're just creating, the, maneuvers, the projections that they have, which is very much programmed and well designed, okay, it's like a pure visual media, like leaflets, like photographs, okay, movies they're creating, in that particular scene, and they all know it because they're part of it, and you don't know about this, and you have your own ideas, for example, your own understandings, your own attraction of your own mind, about the situation, your own beliefs, your own outlook, your own a vision of that certain type of, operation that's actually being carried out around you in order to get a reaction out of you. They will use a lot of other means, for example, a lot of means such as denoting a pattern, a style of harassment, for example, to get a reaction out of you. For example, they're going to put people after you to take your pictures. I mean, why should you worry about someone taking a look at your pictures and then, because we are being under coverage of the satellite, it doesn't really matter, because I have been in a remote area in Afghanistan where there was no possibility of such equipments being carried, and I was raped there electronically, remotely, okay? And I had to lock the doors, window stuff, just to proof check, and it happened again. It was just to confuse me that these are the ghosts, okay? As this is a psychological operation to play with your mind, okay? So, the secret societies have a very biggest role, in this kind of, the kind of role that they have in these kind of activities that they carry around. For example, the chemical warfare, you have to be very much aware of this. They're going to just pollute your environment in order to block your air, okay? So you're not able to breathe, nicely as a human being is supposed to breathe. And this is going to cause blockages, okay? And you're going to start practicing, your breathing system, and that's just the control that they want to have over your breathing system, okay? By constantly, polluting your environment, by constantly, using the gases, using different kinds of wood burn smell, for example, the rotten egg smell. They have, canisters that they use, to cause those kind of, bad smells, and that is the process that they start their control over your breathing. For example, in my part, they would even play with my throat, this part, for example, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Like the rhythm that they were controlling my breathing, they were just playing it here with me. And the similar rhythm, they were just playing it from next wall, okay? okay, next door, behind next wall. You can just check my Twitter, College by 9. I have posted the video of the perp, using the ball in the similar rhythm. And they will use the bird's rhythm as well. For example, this is just to kind of like create an atmosphere for you to feel completely uncomfortable. And this is going to go so normal, so usual, that you're going to feel bothered by a simple voice that you're hearing, and you're going to think everybody's doing this to you. So, what I learned from my Jewish brother, Ben, and his YouTube video is that you have to control your breathing by yourself. If you're a target individual and you think that you're free at some point, no, you're not. You have to try breathing in a different manner. Like a normal human beings. Like I've been practicing this since yesterday, and they're just like attacking me insanely. It's all your breathing that they control, your heart rate, your lungs, your entire body constitution, okay? Through that breathing system. So try to breathe like a normal person. Do not let them control your breathing, because this is the way they're going to control every part of your body through that. That's the electromagnetism, okay, people? For example, I bought this from Wish, okay, and it didn't help. This is just like, for electromagnetics radiation, and this didn't help because I was not prepared psychologically for that. And it really is your psychological elements that can beat this, okay? You have to have that strong mentality, strong confidence, and patience, and control, and the manner and behavior against these things that's being done to you. I've been learning this, okay? And I'm not going to tell you that, oh, this is a success and I'm free. Because still perps are out there. Perps are using their every means, to come close to you, okay? And it's going to go so much normal that you're going to think that simple and normal things that's happening around you in your surroundings is being carried out by them. And it's not. Trust me, this is not really how it is, okay? That might sound like a modern invention, these machines that they have, but it really, really is with your Neuralink, okay? And it's all done through remote neural monitoring. The perp that has your brain code, that's launching the remote neural monitoring on you, that's actually provoking you. For example, cut the lights on me, cut the internet connection, noise campaigns, wake me up in the middle of the night, rape me in the middle of the night, give me the bad dreams that they send through satellites. And following that, there's a creep behind the back of my neck. And what is that? It is the remote neural monitoring. The remote neural monitoring agent can elevate your pressure, can escalate your pressure, okay? Your blood pressure, for example. Can give you clicks, body clicks, can do anything with you at any certain time. So you have to kind of block it. Okay, so what Ben told me, I'm going to tell you people here, is you have to just place your hand at the back of your neck. When you hear that creak at the back of your neck, I'm sweating or whatever. So that's it, what you have to do. Block their access to your neural links, which is starting from the back of your neck and goes around to your head, body part, spine specifically, I could say. And you could do it this way too. For example, put your thumb at the back of your neck and then hand at the right side of your head. And if you go for Islamic studies, Prophet Muhammad used to sleep like this, with his hand on his face. And this actually blocks their remote neural monitoring. See the video of this. And the other thing is your breathing system. You have to control it. You have to breathe in your own way, people. Breathe in your own way. Do not let them control your breathing just the way they were controlling mine for a long time. They were like tick-tock, tick-tock. They were playing with it, that rhythm sound that they used to sleep deprive me with, cause noise campaign, creepy, creepy stuff. So these are the two elements that's very important. Block their remote neural monitoring, okay? because the remote neuromonitoring will harass you to the sickening point. For example, me, I have a busy schedule, people. I'm studying, I'm tutoring, I'm studying another language, I'm studying in the university, I'm working, okay? And I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and they're like 24/7 remote neuromonitoring me. Upon what reason? Because the pedos, the pedos, the pedos wants to just control my life. They want to just control you like an animal. And if you go deeper into this rabbit hole, like your neighbor has a weapon next door, like someone is doing this from next door, and you involve in a fight with them, then you're just clearly labeled as a mentally ill person, because they are already present in your next door. They're recording your voices, your conversation, whatever, because they want to falsify reports to create a way, to pave a way for you to get mentally locked up in a mental institution. And they want to do it to you. I'm sorry, this is just the fact that I want to tell you. They will go down to any level to get you into that. I mean, a lot of people don't realize. But this is the thing that I have realized. Don't be antagonized. Don't overreact. Don't respond negatively. Okay, that's just what I'm learning. Recycle that into energy, into love. Think good, think positive. Ignore them as much as you can. I know it's so hard to ignore them. I know there are people, how do you just really ignore gang stalking? You're not a TI, you're a perp. No, shut up. You have to ignore it. You have to keep yourself busy in good things, things that matter. You don't have to fall from your position, from the thing that you are in with behind, simply because some idiot is doing this to you. Just ignore them, block them the way I said. Put your hands at the back of your neck, block their narrow links, sleep this way at your right side. And the other thing, for example, as I said, control your breathing, okay? Think good, do not be upset, and do not take out your anger on anybody else. Just be cool, keep it cool. I know you're strong, I know you're badass, okay? Like I used to think myself that. I know there are people, the perp's gonna tell you, like, why don't you punch them in their face? I mean, look at that. Get a reaction out of you people. Look, I've been microwaved so much that my chin, they burned my chin. They melted it last night because they were mad at me, how I'm controlling my breathing. There were helicopters flying, there were jets flying above the home, at this campus that I'm staying in. And there were neighbors, throwing balls, at the wall. And there was just like a lot of crazy, crazy stuff going on, the smell, the noise. Oh my God. I mean, it's all because you wake up to the truth that this is their remote neuromonitoring, and it's your Neuralinks that they're controlling, and they're getting reaction out of you because they want to experiment on you. They have the drugs, the big pharma. They want to sell their drugs, okay? And anybody who's acting like a wake, let's just take this wake person to a journey, and eventually you're going to end up in a psychiatry clinic. And I'm so sorry to those of you that happened. I know they tried to do this to me here in 2019, last year, and I woke up to it because I just simply went to this psychiatrist here upon the dean's, the Masonic dean's request, just to prove, because I've already been to the psychologist like several times. So just I could go and just talk to that person, what's the problem. And, this is going to make you stronger. And risperidone, people, kills people. It makes you overweighted, even though they're trying to disfigure, my body. I'm very athletic. I still exercise. I used to do exercise, but they turned me into something slug, let's call it. Because they want to do it to you. Because they want to damage you from every aspect, and they're going to say, it's like damaging your ego. No, the Freakmasons actually fucking Freemasons, you know, they hate it, you know, when there's something beautiful, something so godly, something so innocent, positive thinker, you know, that's actually thinking good, doing better. And they get disturbed by it. They want to just damage that person as soon as they can, okay? So please just keep in mind what I said. I'm trying to myself because I'm between that 6th semester, people. It's been like hell for me. Since the beginning, I've been being drugged. You guys saw my videos, you know, before. Abused, drug, attacked. Go to the police, go to the psychiatrist, go to the politicians, scream, tweet, yell, rant, cry, nothing else. Just your ownership on your thoughts, on your neurolinks. Do not allow them to break your barricades, your barriers that you're creating in order to protect your mind, protect your brain, protect your neurolinks, okay? Do not let that, because this is just like a biggest work project to do this to people, to draw people away from their position that they're actually in. Alright, I hope this was useful. I know some of you might be having your own points, but this is from experience. This is from learning, okay? What we have to do is learn, okay? We're learning. We have to learn. We have to grow, evolve, and transform into something that's actually good, better, okay? And I know the person might come in the comment section and they're going to be like, oh, this is not a TI, or this is like this or that, just because they want to distract you from the game that they're enjoying a lot, okay? Playing with your emotions, playing with your thoughts, playing with your neurolinks, that you can have control over it and nothing will hurt you if you have the ownership over your neurolinks, your thoughts, your emotions, your manners. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.